Good morning, all. It's Saturday morning. Let's see what we've got. Now, you remember me saying last week that out of something like 800 people that had watched Tuesday's video, only 5 other people had left across. And this week's even worse because we've only got 3 other people besides me that have left across. So I was going to say that this Saturday will be the last Saturday update we do, because if people are not interested, then, can't force them, can you? But then I realised from some of the comments that it's been a bit of a nightmare leaving a coordinate. 2 of you said you tried loads of times, and thank you for persisting. So it's quite possible that people thought they've left a coordinate and it's disappeared, but they haven't realised it's disappeared. So we'll see what happens next week. If it gets to Friday next week and there's only another, 3 or 4 crosses, then I won't bother, because it's pointless trying to work out a tidy average when, nobody's really interested in taking part in it. But out of the 4, what's interesting to notice here, I think, is that they're all about the same distance from this fella. They're different heights, but they seem to be the same distance away from his face, which would be probably judged then by this guy behind. But let's draw some lines from this fella. Now, mine is the bottom one of the 4. That's where I went on Tuesday. So I'm umming and ahhing about should I go a little bit higher, because actually it's quite a... See, it's a small section there, isn't it, between the 2 players. I've already been told by one of our geniuses I'm miles out, so why should I bother then? But yeah, ignoring that nonsense, there's you can see there I've already clicked on the average button. So the average is obviously, as you'd expect, in the middle of the 4 crosses. I'm not going to draw a big white cross in there. You can see what it's going to be between those 4 crosses. And the actual average number is 2474 1130. I'll put it in the top corner. But yeah, that struck me because that it's the same distance from him, and everybody's seen it as the same distance from him. Because I thought there'd be a few sort of scattered. There'd be some over here, some sort of right over here. But it's like as if there's an arc from his head up there. I don't really think he's looking that steep, but what the hell do I know? So I suppose the average might make sense there. Even though it's not much of an average, I think the average might make sense. I'm quite possibly thinking of staying put where I am, or I might go up to, say, the next one up, that sort of height. Because if everybody else thinks it's higher than mine, then it's possible the judges are going to do exactly the same thing. But yeah, so there we are. So I think I might go a little bit higher than where I am. Right, okay. Not much else I can say about that, really. Let's have a look at Revcomps. Monday's draw, then. I didn't bother with all these others. These beasts, I hadn't put on the last video, but I did. I've since that I've got a ticket on this Hyundai i20N. Mainly because I didn't have anything else in the draw, so I thought, well, I got to pick something, and I got to be in the draw. So I went for the little hot hatch. And what swung me as well was it was only 6,000 tickets, and Hyundai's have a 5-year warranty, and this is a 2024 model, so there's at least 4 years left on the warranty. So I thought, yeah, I'm going to have some of that. So I got one on that. Interesting one next Thursday, because all they've done is a bike, a van full of tools, this Volvo XC60, which does look quite nice, to be fair. There's one of these, you buy a ticket for this draw and you got 3 chances of winning a Lamborghini Urus, which should be of interest to Mr. Alpina, who I haven't seen post on the site for a couple of weeks, but I'm sure he's about. Big Urus fan, but there's 3, so the most expensive one, you can either take the car or 200,000, then the next car or 175,000, or the third car or 150,000. I'm sure most people are going to take the cash on that, because that's going to be a hell of an expensive thing to run. And you've got to have plenty of money to be able to run one of those things. So all that money just before Christmas is a bit too tempting, isn't it? I think they do something else with this as well. There's a £50,000 cash draw as well. Random cash draw or something like that. I can't remember the specifics of it now. In fact, I couldn't quite understand this cashback thing, because I didn't watch the live draw. I put the live draw on the screen and I wait for the what's the word quiz competition come up so I can enter the free quiz on the night. And this week I won a hoodie. So I had an email saying, congratulations, you won a hoodie in the free live draw thing. Email this address with your size and your address and we'll send it to you. So auto draws, what have I got? There's not many on there, but there's 2 down for today. They'll go today, which will only leave us with 2 on a bike. So today they'll add a few more on there, but they haven't yet, so I can't show them to you. But I did have one on this Mini, and I've got one on this BMW for tomorrow. And then when I got one for the Hyundai, I got one for this Volkswagen T-Cross as well. Now I really play the other websites. There's loads of them, isn't there? There's loads of car winning raffle websites. But I saw an email this morning from the giveaway guys. A free to enter Renault Capture. It's a 63, so it's a 2013. It's probably 10 or 11 years old, but brand new MOT. It's going to be in mint condition, otherwise they wouldn't give it out in a raffle. So 15,000 tickets, but it's a freebie, free to enter. So I have entered that to try and win a free car. What was I going to say? Oh yes, too early for Auto Trader. The Auto Trader electric car giveaway. We'll have to look at that on Tuesday, because it's the first of the month tomorrow, isn't it? So it's too soon to look at it. Other than that, I'm not sure what else I was going to say. No, I think that's it. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys, and good luck for Tuesday.